Di here from Diane's Den, and look, still in jumpers, and we are in December. This is ridiculous. The weather here is so cold for this time of the year, and we're in Australia where it should be summertime now. But that's life. We can't do much about it. So today is Wowzza Wednesday. As we all know, I do usually a quick project. So this one is a very quick project. This is what I call my go-to layout. When I need a card in a hurry, but I want it to look really good, this is the layout I'll go for. So I'm going to make a Christmas card, even though it's only a couple of weeks to Christmas, just to show you how easy this layout is. Now, everything I'm using, except for a few odds and ends, but I mean like the DSP and that is all retired, but I'm just going to show you how I made this card. And I did this one for my colour creation in November, and the colour creation was Mary Merlot. So I will show you what we need. Okay, I'm going to be using the Penguin Place and the punch. So I'm actually really going to be using just the punch, but I just thought I'd bring this over so you can see that you can still buy this as a not as a bundle, but as two separate items now, because there's a bundle that finished last year, but I carried over as two separate items. So you can actually buy the punch and still buy the penguins. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using this one, which is called a decorative circle punch. This is in the current catalogue as well. That last one was in the current catalogue. And I'm going to be using the dies out of Here's All That. So I'm going to be using this oval die and these two ribbon ends. I don't know what else you call them. Ribbon ends, that's all I can think of what they call them. So that's what I'm going to be using out of that set there. I'm going to be using Fresh Freesia, which is still available until the end of the current catalogue. So, and it's only the, as I say, it's only the DSP, and also my gems. They're finished now, and they're called Iridescent Pearls. So, but I just thought that they look just perfect on there. So, except for a couple of bits of scrap, which I did my cutting out with, which I've just popped there, and a tiny bit of silver, which I didn't cut these at full length because I had a tiny little bit of silver there, and I'll know that I'm going to tuck it behind. Now, I also used a peel off for my sentiment, which only just fits on there, but I put that on there because I just wanted a quick card, and this is the way to do it, a quick card. So this is what we need. We've got our penguin cut out here. I've got to stick him together yet when I finish stamping him, so I've only got to use face to stamp. Oh, I didn't bring a stamping block over, so I'll get that in a moment. And there's my circle, decorative circle that I've punched out, so I'll pop that over there. All we need is a piece of card, which is, this piece is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4. Then you'll need two pieces of a card that measure 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. A piece that measures 2 1/4 by 5 5/8. And another piece of designer series paper that measures 2 inches by 5 5/8. Now I'm going to go and quickly grab a block, and I will be back. I also forgot my black ink, so I've grabbed both of those now, so I've got those. So this is all we need for our card. Now, so we're going to, first off, we're going to score our card on the long side at 4 1/8, remembering to use the small end because we're on cardstock. And that's as easy as it gets for our scoring. So we're going to fold that and burnish that over like so. Whoops. Okay, for my white piece on the front, I'm going to actually, I will actually do a bit more stamping than I said. I'm going to actually stamp these snowflakey things here. So let's pull them out wherever they may be, and we will see. There they are. Alright, so pop them on my block, and I'm going to just stamp those in fresh freesia. So I'm going to stamp them along the bottom. And along the top. It just adds a little bit more to the card. It's optional for doing something like this on the card. Oh look, I even stamped on my bench top, which is not real good. So this is going to be stuck onto the front of our card like so, along with our two other layers, which are going to go through the middle here. So I'm going to glue these two pieces together first, and I'm really having a good fun here. Oh gosh, having trouble even getting the pin out the top of the glue. That's how cold it is here. The glue is just drying up and going really hard. So let's see. Yep, it's got glue coming out. That's good. It's only on the edge of my tip. Thank goodness for that. Now if you find that once you've put these together that they're a tiny bit longer than the card, you can trim them. Because it doesn't matter how many times you cut things what's supposedly the same length, they don't always turn out to be quite the same. Depends where you put them in your your trimmer. So it's nice to try and get them as nice as even as possible, but if they are a bit too big, then we can trim them off. So it's better to put the 3 layers together like so. Then we can see like I have a tiny bit on that side, so I can then just get my scissors along that edge and cut that tiny piece off, so that they're all now the same length as the white piece. White in this case. Doesn't mean because I'm using white you have to. You can use anything, a mirror card, a different colour card, anything that really goes with what you're designing. I'm going to lay that flat again just because it's easier for me, and I'm going to pop that onto the front of the card like so, and that's the front of our card generally done. So I'm going to just give that a good squish down. I'll pop that over, turn it over and do it on that side too, being there's layers. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my insert layer. Now I will actually stamp some more of those along the bottom here. Let me wipe that off the end there. That's it. I just think that that just looks great. I'll wipe that again and pop that one over there, and we'll pop a same for the inside. Be cool, be chill, be merry. Let's put that on there, shall we? Because we're doing a nice, that kind of card. There we go, there it is. Pop that over there. Pop this onto here on my block. And that's my words for the inside. And that's the inside of my card done. Whoa, that's the end. So let's wipe that block. You wouldn't believe where I'm wiping that block on my jeans. Okay, so let's pop that out of the way. Let's stick this piece in and then we can get cracking with the rest of it. This just proves how quick and easy this card can be. And what a lovely layout it is. And it can be done in any size. You just, whatever size you're doing, just make sure that you make your second layer 1/8 of an inch on all 3 sides smaller. These two here, it's about, let me have a look, see what it is. So it's about 3/4 of an inch on both sides there, and then the middle bit to match. So depending on what you want to do. Okay, so we're going to pop back to the front of the card and we're going to stamp our eyes onto our get off of there, onto whatever he's called. He is a penguin. Not real good when you can't even remember what they're called, isn't it? And so I'm going to pop his eyes in there. Whoops, there we go, eyes. He's got eyes now. And I think I should have had a bit of yellow or something for his beak. Let me find his beak. There is his beak. Oh boy, I'm really not doing good today, am I? So, get it all ready and then I don't. So let's pop that out of the way. Let's quickly go and get a bit of yellow for his beak. And I have Mango Melody here, so, which looked like it was, last time it was used, was not closed up properly. Okay, so we're going to pop his beak on there. There we go. Oops, excuse me. Beak on there. And then we can glue these pieces together. So we're going to glue this one to the black piece, which was cut out of using the punch. And the white piece was cut out using the punch. And then I'm going to pop his little feet right on the bottom here. So let's just pop a little bit of glue along the bottom here. Just pop his feet on. Like so. So then we're going to bring in our saying, and I'm going, while I've got the glue here, because the rest of it is just going to go together without glue, I'm going to pop these two pieces together like so, and I'll let them sit for a few moments with a little bit of glue on the top. Let's pop the pin in the glue because I don't need it anymore. I'll bring them around and we can pop them. I think they need to go up like that. So they can go on there like that, and that sits there for a moment, so that, because mirror card will take a little bit longer to dry. So I'm going to bring in my fresh freezer again, and I have a sponge, and I'm just going to sponge around the edges of this with fresh freezer ink. Like so. Once I've done that, we can pop him closed, and he's dry, so we can pop him onto our front, but like so. He's just going to sit on there so nicely. Oh, look how cute he looks. Pop some dimensions onto the back of this. And we'll pop him over here. And we're going to pop some dimensions onto the back of this one too. We'll pop one up there, one there, and one down this end. Oops. Oh, stuck to my finger. Pop this one here, like so. I've got a little bit of colour on that one. Okay, so then I'm going to pop some of these beads on here, these embellishments. Oh, come on, get up there. Looks like I've lost the end off of the end of this one. Come on, pick up, get up. That's it. Okay, so that's our card for today. What do you think? It looks gorgeous as a Christmas card. It really does. It looks lovely as a birthday card. And I'd love to see your version. If you would like the written tutorial for this, you can head over to Die Stamp for stamping, crafting and tutorials. You will find that the tutorial is dated exactly the same date as the YouTube video. So whatever date this goes live is the same date that the written tutorial goes live as well. So it's really a nice, what I call my go-to design. It's just easy, quick and effective, and I'm sure you can find plenty of other versions to make of this. So I will see you again next time. Bye for now.